very exciting first game where Isaac
Did he
Applebaum, a junior at Stanford, advanced to the semifinals. Who will be joining him?
That was
Johnny,
a very
let's meet
boring
our
game.
new players.
That was a very,
Here
very,
are
very boring
tonight's
game.
next three college competitors. A junior at Louisiana State
LSU.
University in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Stephen Priva.
LSU.
A junior at Rice University in Houston, Texas, Jasmine Manansala. And a senior at Princeton University in Princeton, New Jersey, Ella Finer.
Good luck, Stephen, Jasmine, and Ella. Here are the categories in the Jeopardy round.
What we got?
We'll start with an A in math.
No.
More than one meaning.
Why?
Peer 5.
What the fuck is that?
Skip class.
Good at that one.
The movie's cast.
Maybe.
And finally...
Hi, I'm Josh, and we'll have clues from our podcast, Stuff You Should Know. It's not so much should, like stuff we already expected you to know.
And I'm Chuck. It's more like stuff you should know because you'll be glad you did.
All right, Ella, you will select first.
Let's do an A in math for 800, please.
Let's start off with a daily double. $1,000.
I'll wager $1,000.
Okay, here is your clue. A top predator might perch on this, the uppermost vertex of a pyramid or cone.
Apex?
What is the apex?
That's correct. It's a great way to start the game. Select again.
A in math for 1,000.
Why did you look at the
The
camera like
wavy
that?
lines in the expression seen here stand
Equivalent
for
to.
this. Ella.
What is approximately?
Approximately equal to, yes.
Let's do A in math for 6.
You'll learn about matrices and vectors in the linear form of this branch of math.
Algebra?
Jasmine.
What is algebra?
Yes, linear algebra.
Math 4?
This property says that the order in which you multiply 3 or more numbers doesn't matter. The product will be the same. Jasmine.
What is the associative property?
That's right.
Oh.
2 math?
Total up all the numbers in a set and divide by the number of numbers to get this, also called the mean.
Average.
Jasmine.
What is the average?
Yup.
Meaning 1,000?
To complain, or a bird also known as the prairie chicken. Stephen.
What is a lark?
No.
Come on, Steven, get it
That
together.
bird is a grouse. Jasmine.
There's a bird called a grouse?
Meaning 8?
A substance applied to give a shine to a surface or an explanation of a difficult passage in a text.
Gloss.
Jasmine.
What is a gloss?
Yes.
Meaning 6?
The creator of a company or to sink.
Founder.
That word is founder. Jasmine.
Meaning 4?
Happening at present or something that's measured in amperes.
Current.
Jasmine.
What is current?
Correct. That
Average.
gives you the lead.
Meaning 2?
To cut or a short segment of a movie or TV show.
Clip.
Ella.
What is clip?
Correct.
Let's do skip class for 6.
Skippy is a brand of this available in creamy and super chunk.
Peanut butter.
Jasmine.
What is peanut butter?
An extremely important food, yes.
I'm allergic. Skip class 8.
To survive outside of water, the fish called a mud skipper traps air in the chambers of these organs.
Gills.
Ella.
What are lungs?
No. Stephen.
What are gills?
That's correct.
Movies cast 400.
2017, Sally Hawkins, Doug Jones, who probably got wet a lot.
Who?
Ella.
What?
What is the shape of water?
Yes.
Movies cast 6.
1984, Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, Sigourney Weaver.
Who you gonna call?
What is Groundhog Day?
Ghostbusters.
Stephen.
What is Ghostbusters?
That's it.
Movies cast 800.
2014, Michael Keaton, Edward Norton, Emma Stone. Ella.
What is Easy A?
I'm sorry.
No, dumbass.
Stephen.
What is Birdman?
Yes, or the unexpected virtue of ignorance.
Stuff you should know 600.
What?
Here's Josh Clark.
High-tech trains, like one in Shanghai, eliminate most friction and get up to impressive speeds by using high-powered these to levitate over the rails.
Magnet.
Jasmine.
What are magnets?
Correct.
Stuff for 8?
Here's Chuck Bryant.
Making genetically identical offspring via a shared root system, a grove in Utah of the quaking species of this tree is considered one of the largest organisms in the world.
Ella.
What is aspen?
That's right.
That's what an
Stuff you should
aspen
know
tree looks like?
1000.
Back to Chuck.
In 2014, a so-called hurricane 600 miles wide arose in the ionosphere over the North Pole. The cyclone was composed of this substance, dubbed the fourth state of matter.
Stephen,
What is plasma?
that's it.
That's the fourth state
skip
of
class
matter?
400.
Here's the skip lining up a shot in this icy sport.
Curling.
Stephen,
What is curling?
yes.
Skip class 200.
There's not just one strategy for this game, but a few, like discarding wild draw 4 cards and using reverse and skip adeptly.
Uno.
Jasmine,
What is Uno?
correct.
Skip 1,000.
If it feels as if your heart has skipped a beat, you might have heart these from the Latin for throbbing.
Palpitations.
Stephen,
What are palpitations?
yes.
Stuff you should know 400.
Here's Chuck again.
This pair surmised they had traveled 4,162 miles from the Missouri River to the Pacific Ocean.
Lewis and
Pretty close,
Clark.
guys. Only off by about 40 miles.
Ella,
Who are Lewis and Clark?
that's them.
Pier 5 for 600.
At over 1,000 feet in length, Myrtle Beach's spring-made pier is one of this state's longest. Ella,
South Carolina?
South Carolina.
yes.
Pier 5 for 8.
Brighton Palace Pier can be found on this body of water, sometimes called La Manche.
The Tynes.
That would be the English Channel.
Whatever.
Ella, again.
Pier 5 for 1,000.
A pier in Cayo Guillermo, Cuba, is named for this American author who was known to fish in its waters. Jasmine.
Who is Hemingway?
Yes, Ernest Hemingway.
Movie 1,000.
His name don't
1999.
sound English.
Haley Joel Osment, Bruce Willis.
The Sixth Sense.
Stephen.
What is the sixth sense?
Correct.
Pier 5 for 400.
This ride on the Hague's Pier in the resort district of Scheveningen is 50 meters tall with 36 air-conditioned gondolas. What's a Ferris wheel?
I don't know. What is it?
Movies cast 200.
2013, set in the 1840s and 1850s, Chiwetel Ejiofor, Michael Fassbender.
Who the fuck are those
Ella,
people?
What is 12 Years a Slave?
That's correct.
I've heard of that
Chanel
movie, though.
200.
And Josh Clark again.
Sure, some birds can mimic speech, but Puck, this type of bird, like the one we're showing,
Oh, it's a
knew more than
parakeet.
1,500 words. And
What?
that's a mouthful.
Stephen.
What's a parakeet?
Correct.
A lot of times
And here's
for
the
that. That's
last
smart.
clue. Seen here, South Africa's Umhlanga Pier has an archway named for this animal's bones.
Elephant.
Jasmine.
What is a fish?
No.
Oh.
Stephen.
What's an elephant?
No, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
really? Hippo.
What is a whale?
That's a
That brings
hippo
us
of
to
the ocean.
End of the Jeopardy round. Stephen and Jasmine, you are tied in first place. Ella, you have 2,400.
Break time.
You will pick first in Double Jeopardy, and we'll get to meet our contestants after this. Take a look at the categories for Double Jeopardy. We'll start with My Hero of Academia,
I don't know what that means.
Shakespeare.
Oh, fuck.
Fun with Flags,
Oh, hell no.
DJs,
Burger.
American History,
That was your
and
Final Jeopardy.
crossword clues
That's
from
the-
the Latin. Ella,
Let's
Fucking
do
pull the body
crossword clues
together.
for 12, please.
Before the War, 10 letters. Ella,
What is antebellum?
Or
Correct.
peace.
Crossword clues for 8.
Oh, it's Latin.
flesh-devouring adjective, 11 letters.
Parasite.
Jasmine,
What is carnivorous?
yes.
Oh.
My hero for 2.
Organic chemists John Roberts and this double Nobel winner made Caltech accept its first female PhD candidate, Dorothy Semino.
That one person with the face.
That winner, Linus Pauling.
Yeah,
Jasmine.
see? Told you.
My hero 16.
Professor Zabold Brugmans pioneered methods to stop this tissue death around a wound and saved many after the Battle of Waterloo.
Gangrene.
Stephen,
What is necrosis?
yes, or gangrene.
American history 1200.
Favoring free silver in a rousing 1896 speech, this orator and statesman said, "You shall not crucify mankind upon a cross of gold."
Who is that
Steven.
dude who invented
Who's
silver?
Wallace?
No.
The guy who invented platinum?
Who is William Jennings Bryan?
Who the fuck
Stephen,
is that?
pick again.
Shakespeare 8.
In 1889, John Singer Sargent painted Ellen Terry as this ambitious character.
Macbeth.
Stephen,
Who is Lady Macbeth?
yes.
Shakespeare 12.
I only know two famous women.
You're in the lead with 5,800.
Juliet
How much
and
would you like to
Macbeth.
wager?
And that didn't look like a
2,000.
Juliet.
2000. For 7,800, if you're correct, here's your clue. The first scene of this late play ends with the line, "The will's above be done, but I would fain die a dry death."
What is Othello?
No, what is The Tempest? And the title Tempest causes a shipwreck. That'll take you down to
I did
3,800.
not
You're
know
in
that.
second place now. Select again.
Flags 12.
Well,
Son of a
there's
biscuit,
another
no
daily
gravy for
double.
you.
Let's try again. How much would you like to wager?
$1,500.
Okay, here is your clue. That's the St. Andrew's Cross in reversed colors on the flag of this Canadian province.
Saskatchewan.
What is Quebec?
I'm sorry, no. What is Nova Scotia? St. Andrew's Cross is a symbol of Scotland.
Oh, that's
Select
over by
again.
New York.
American history 8.
A Boston newspaper coined this phrase for the period of optimism during James Monroe's presidency. Jasmine.
Hopism.
What is the era of good feelings?
Correct.
That
My Hero
works too.
Academia for 12?
Fatima Mir, the first non-white teacher at a white South African university, wrote the first authorized bio of this
Is that
man.
Nelson Mandela?
Stephen.
Who is Nelson Mandela?
That's right.
Crossword clues 4.
Moon, adjective, 5 letters.
Lunar.
Stephen.
What is lunar?
Yes.
You go, Ellis.
Crossword 16.
Underground, 12 letters.
What is subterranean?
What is subterranean?
Correct.
Crossword clues for 2.
The knowledge of laws, 13 letters.
What is
Stephen.
smart?
What is jurisprudence?
That's
Or
it.
that?
American history 4.
Now a university, this Alabama school opened in 1881 with about 30 students and 1 teacher, Booker T. Washington. Ella.
What is Tuskegee?
Correct.
That one works too. I was going to say
DJs for
Auburn.
8.
This DG was #1 on DJ Mag's Top 100 of 2021.
Dumbass guy.
Ella.
Who is David Guetta?
Yes.
DJs for 12.
An actor in both indies and blockbusters, he
Oh,
also
that's the
has
dude from
serious
Lord
DJ
of the
cred.
Rings.
Stephen.
Toby?
Who is Elijah Wood?
That's
Elijah,
right.
yeah.
Flags 800.
The flag of Tunisia depicts these 2 celestial figures associated with Islam.
What is
Stephen.
What is the moon and star? Or crescent and star?
That's correct.
I was going to call it something way different.
Flag 16.
The flag of this African nation depicts a mokorotlo, a Basutu hat.
Chad.
That African nation, Lesotho. Stephen.
Don't even know that's a real
Shakespeare
place.
4.
In a metaphor close to Will's heart, all the world's this, and all the men and women merely players. Ella.
What is a stage?
Yes.
Shakespeare 16.
A Stratford-upon-Avon statue of the bard is surrounded by 4 characters, including this young prince from the history plays. Ella.
Who is Henry?
Yes.
Shakespeare
Didn't
for
know
2.
that.
This
Then,
Roman tragedy premiered January 24th, 1594, and the stage blood has been flowing since.
Atticus.
Ella.
What is Julius Caesar?
No. Stephen.
What is Titus Andronicus?
That's it.
I got the kiss right.
Flags 400.
It's the only U.S. state whose flag has a different design on its reverse. It depicts a beaver.
Oh, Washington, Oregon.
That state, Oregon. Stephen.
American history 16.
For sure.
The first woman in America to receive a medical degree, she would later open a hospital for women and children with her sister Emily. Ella.
Who is Elizabeth Blackwell?
Yes.
American history for 2.
Killing 146 workers, mostly women, this tragic fire at a New York City garment factory in 1911 led to new safety laws.
The Mercantile Factory.
Stephen.
What is the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory fire?
That's correct.
Oh, that one
DJs
too.
4.
It comes between Swedish and Mafia in the name of a DJ super trio and is the kind of music they play.
House.
Stephen.
What is house?
Yes.
Academia 4.
Swedish House Mafia.
Lewis and Clark College professor Zahair Wahab was among many who returned here after 2001 to build post-Taliban education.
Afghanistan.
Ella.
What is Afghanistan?
Correct.
Academia for 8.
Civil engineering professor Mark Edwards has exposed dangerous levels of this element in the drinking water of D.C. and Flint, Michigan.
Fluoride.
Ella.
Potassium.
What is lead?
Yes.
Lead.
DJs for 16.
DJ Snake teamed up with Lil Jon to make a massive hit of this rhetorical question.
Darn to hell for
Ella.
what?
What is what do you mean?
No. Turn down for what? Ella.
DJs for 2.
The superstar DJ with the album Joy Time is known for the white helmet that goes with this stage name. Ella.
What is Deadmau 5?
No. Steven.
What is Marshmallow?
That's right, and I've seen him perform live, in case you're curious.
No, we
Flag for
weren't.
2000.
The flag of Palau uses a similar design as, but a different color palette than this country, independent since 1971.
Sudan. Jordan.
That would be Bangladesh.
Wasn't
that
even
brings
close.
us to the end of Double Jeopardy.
no idea
It's
anymore.
been an up and down game. Stephen, you
I
are
don't
in the
have any
lead with
fucking clue in my life.
14,300. Jasmine, you have 6,200. Ella, 5,600. Let's see what the category is for Final Jeopardy. Biological etymology. Make your wagers. We'll have the clue after this.
If I was on this game show right now, I would be wagering $0 because I only stood
In the
1/4
next
of that
matchup
whole
for the Jeopardy
fucking thing.
National College Championship, representing Caltech to St. Peggy's.
What is
From
that?
the University of Pennsylvania, Mahek Gopura.
Where you at?
And from the University of Minnesota, Emmy Harris.
She seems
Also competing
overly
from
confident.
Northwestern, Yejun Kim. Representing Brandeis University, Joey Kornick. And from Villanova, Mitch Mason.
If he was in school when I was in school, he would have most definitely got beat up.
Welcome back to the Jeopardy National College Championship.
I'm just saying.
The category for Final Jeopardy is biological etymology. Here's the clue. Dionea, the genus of this plant, is a reference to the Greek goddess Aphrodite, the daughter of Dione. You have 30
Okay,
seconds.
Aphrodite was so
Good luck.
beautiful. If you looked at her, she died or something, is that right? Etymology is the study of plants, right? Or is it the study of bugs? I'm gonna say the Venus flytrap because that's like one of my favorite plants of all time. This is a gangster ass plant. You feel
Let's
me?
start with Ella Feiner. You have 5,600.
Start
What
with
did you
her.
come up with? What is rose? Unfortunately, that is not correct. How much did you
At
wager?
least I didn't get that part wrong.
All of it. All right, that takes you down
That's
to
what I'm talking about.
zero.
Go big or go home, girl.
Jasmine Manansala with 6,200. What did you come up with? First, you said rose. You crossed it out and said, what is Venus flytrap? That is correct. How much did you wager?
Fuck.
6,199. That takes you to 12,399. Stephen Privat, did you come up with Venus flytrap? No, you said rose. How much did you wager? Zero. Well, that leaves
Well, you're
you with
smart.
14,300.
He's like, I don't know shit about this stuff, Jay.
Congratulations, you
I'm going
will
to school to be a
advance
jock.
to the semifinals.
I'm just playing.
And Jasmine and Ella, you will each
I
leave here
didn't
with
listen to the interview, so I'm not
$10,000
even
for
school.
making it to the championship. Join us next time as
All right,
the
that's
Jeopardy
round one and
National
two
College
in the
Championship
books, man.
continues. We'll see you then.
Do you feel smarter than a college person yet? I fucking don't. Peace.